What if Canada's next big line of defense isn't in the Arctic, but 7,000 kilometers away in Eastern Europe? Right now, the Canadian Armed Forces are considering a move that could reshape our global military presence for decades to come. A permanent base in the Baltics. And if it happens, it would mark Canada's first long-term overseas station since the Cold War ended. So why Latvia? Why now? And what does this mean for Canada's security at home? Since the end of the Cold War, Canada has largely stepped back from maintaining permanent foreign military bases. Instead, we've relied on rotating deployments, peacekeeping missions, and NATO cooperation. But the world has changed. Fast, rising global tensions, an increasingly aggressive Russia, and renewed competition in the Arctic have forced Canada and its allies to rethink how and where they project strength. That's where the Baltics come in. Latvia sits on NATO's eastern flank, directly bordering Russia and Belarus. It is one of the most strategically sensitive regions in Europe, and one of the most important when it comes to deterrence. Canada already plays a leadership role there, commanding NATO's multinational battle group in Latvia. Establishing a permanent base would take that commitment to the next level. Instead of rotating troops in and out, Canada would be planting a long-term flag, signaling stability, readiness, and resolve. But this isn't just about Europe. It's about the Arctic. Russia is Canada's biggest strategic rival in the north, and its military buildup across the Arctic has been accelerating for years. By strengthening our presence in Latvia, Canada gains something incredibly valuable: proximity. A permanent base gives Canada a front-row seat to monitor Russian military activity, share intelligence with allies, and respond faster to emerging threats, long before they reach North American shores. This move is proactive, not reactive. It's about stopping threats early instead of scrambling once it's too late. By reinforcing NATO, Canada helps ensure that conflict stays contained, and that our own territory, especially the Arctic, remains secure. It also shows that Canada is willing to lead, not just follow, when global security is on the line. A permanent base in Latvia wouldn't just be a military decision, it would be a statement. A statement that Canada is back on the world stage, that we're serious about defending our allies, and that we're prepared to protect our own future before trouble ever reaches our doorstep.